how do you take somebody from being a villain to being the next president? Is it just constant media brainwashing? Like, how did they do that?
The media matters way more in Brazil than it does here. It's way more influential in Brazil than it is here, the mainstream media. And they openly campaigned for Lula. That was one side. The other side is that the Supreme Court bluntly censored anyone that said anything bad about Lula. In Brazil, I was on TV on the #1 political show on primetime, and I used to have orders saying, Superior Electoral Court decided that you can't talk about this. For example, this is a real thing. I couldn't say on air that Lula was unconvicted of corruption because he was never found not guilty. He was convicted and he was unconvicted. So we used to play with that language. But then the Superior Electoral Court decided, although that was true, we couldn't say it because it was going to mislead the public. And they said that was temporary. That was just to guarantee the election integrity. Sounds familiar? So after elections, it didn't happen at all. So for example, on December 30th of 2022, actually, the court decided that they canceled my Brazilian passport. They froze all my bank accounts and assets in Brazil. They also issued a fine for every time I said any fake news. Next following 2 weeks, the Department of Justice opened an investigation against the TV station that I worked for and threatened them to cancel their concession. So they had to fire all the conservative commentators, all of them. And it was not only me.